Danve Patil, Minister of State for Rail, Coal and Mines. Sri Prahlad Singh Patelji, Minister of State for Food Processing Industries and Jal Shakti. Mr. Jitu Bhai and Mr. Hemant Shah, JK Group. Mr. Nirani Ji, Mr. Vijayendra Singh, Sri Renuka from Renuka Sugar. Mr. Sanjay Desai, Regreen Excel. Distinguished dignitaries, colleagues from industries, invitees, and all my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me pleasure to be speaking virtually at the Sugar and Ethanol India Conference 2023 organized by Chini Mandi. I extend my best wishes for the successful organization of this 2 days conference focusing on prospects of sugar and ethanol sector in India. India is one of the fastest growing economy leading through sustainable and climate neutral development. India has set a target to become a net zero country by 2070. We are progressing towards carbon neutral economy and sustainable society. Transport plays a crucial role in the overall development of our country. Unfortunately, 80% of the energy requirement of the Indian transport sector is fulfilled through imported fossil fuels like petrol, diesel and other petroleum products. We have an import of 16 lakh crores for that. It is really an economic problem. At the same time, it is a big environmental problem. India consumes about 30% of the world's fossil fuel needs and we are spending about rupees 16 lakh crore on their imports. The maximum consumption of petrol and diesel as fuel, which comes to 98%, is through road transport, which emits 90% of the carbon dioxide emissions of Indian transport sector. There is an immediate need to decarbonize the transport sector and make it sustainable from the economy, ecology and environmental point of view. Our government is moving ahead on the policy of adopting import substitute, cost-effective, pollution-free and indigenous fuel for the transport sector. Currently, our country is pursuing biofuels in terms of bioethanol and compressed biogas on mission mode. The government has created encouraging policy frameworks not only for ensuring production and availability of biofuels, but also to create sustainable ecosystem around it. The best part of using biofuels is it can even adopted in existing fuel infrastructure, and the approach of green fuel has multiple benefits such as saving in oil import bills, ensuring energy security, reduction in air pollution, a boost in rural and agriculture income, and low-cost mobility and employment generation in rural and backward areas of the country. Adopting of biofuel will help make farmers annadata se urja data. It's very important. Making Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan successful. This is to be really important theme that we have to take it annadata se urja data. I am giving a special push for ethanol as a fuel. The biggest benefit is that it is a clean, green and indigenous fuel. Ethanol is not only reduces the greenhouse gas emission, but also diverts the additional income towards farmers, which will help the rural sector. We have allowed the production of ethanol from surplus and damaged food grains such as rice, corn, and addition to sugarcane juice, BAV and CAV molasses. And now the government has approved higher price for ethanol derived from sugarcane-based raw materials. This is promoting maximum diversion of excess sugar towards ethanol production. My vision is that with the surplus sugar, rice and maize, India can completely transform the fuel landscape in India by introducing a circular economy of ethanol. Further, we have a huge potential for production of second generation ethanol from bamboo and agri biomass such as cotton, straw, bagasse, corn cob and rice straw. We can cultivate bamboo on wasteland which can be utilized in production of ethanol. India is the only country which is setting up 4 such commercial plants and of which 3 based on our indigenous technology. A single plant will help around 2 lakhs of farmers, creating 1,500 new jobs, and most importantly, reduce about 3 lakh million tons of carbon dioxide emissions. This will contribute in solving Delhi's air pollution permanently. We have the world's first tail end gases to ethanol plant in a petroleum refinery in Punjab with technology from USA. Particularly to ethanol, I always make it point to highlight the success story of how Brazil has managed to effectively utilize blends of ethanol and even flex engines. In Brazil, around 80% of their total light vehicles are flex engines. They have a compulsory blend of 27% ethanol in petrol, which is highly commendable. Brazil is a nation with the highest ethanol consumption at 47% of auto cycle fuels, and hence the complete world can adopt the Brazilian model for ethanol updates. According to a study in Brazil, flex engine with strong hybrid electric technology using 100% ethanol emits 77% less greenhouse gas emission as compared to Euro 6 compliant IC engines. The Indian automobile industry is working with us to offer vehicles with flex fuel engines soon. These vehicles can run on both 100% petrol or 100% bioethanol. Recently, I have launched India's first flex fuel car with strong hybrid technology from Toyota. This hybrid car can run on 100% bioethanol and generate 40% of electricity in strong hybrid mode. I have also launched a two-wheeler bike by TVS which runs on 100% bioethanol, and companies such as Bajaj and Hero have also developed models that can run on 100% bioethanol. The TVS and Bajaj are already ready to launch their flex fuel engine best two-wheeler models in the domestic market. This can be a clean and green substitute for our huge two-wheelers demand in the country. A large number of auto rickshaws can operate on 100% bioethanol. I have also recently introduced a Russian technology of vibrocavitation energy, using which the average of ethanol and petrol is made equal. The technology has been successfully tested by Indian Oil in India, and our Prime Minister has recently launched 300% ethanol pumps, and the Petroleum Ministry is now promoting setting up of dispersing units by private entities. Sugar factories can set up their own ethanol pump, and this will help to create local entrepreneurship and employment. Availability of ethanol and mass adoption of flex fuel engines vehicles are complementary to each other. As soon as ethanol available commercially, the number of flex fuel vehicles will increase on the roads. With the rollout of flex fuel vehicles on 100% bioethanol, the requirement of ethanol will be about 4,000 crore liters. And in achieving 10% blending, sugar sector has contributed around 90% supply of ethanol. Use of 10% ethanol blended petrol has led to a saving all over of rupees 41,000 crore in the foreign exchange for the country. While incentivizing farmers and reduction vehicular pollution, currently India is importing 49% of its domestic bitumen demand at an annual import cost over rupees 25,000 crore. I recently saw a presentation made by CRRI and the Indian Institute of Petroleum on development of biobitumen from biomass. In the joint research project, they have developed a biobitumen from rice straw using pyrolysis method. This biomass-based bitumen has shown excellent properties over the crude-based petroleum bitumen. It would provide good quality, long-lasting pavement with lower carbon footprints. Further, Indian Oil Research Laboratory has developed a technology by which parali, that is rice straw, can be converted into ethanol and which can be used as a fuel. In this process, we get a byproduct as a biobitumen which can be used as a sustainable material in road construction. Successful development of waste to wealth technology can save the huge import expenses on bitumen and fossil fuels for the nation. The bioethanol can also be sustainable fuel for aviation purposes, and it can provide 80% saving on greenhouse gas emission and can be blending up to 50% with conventional jet fuels without any modification. It is already been tested and approved by the Indian Air Force, and the Brazilian Air Force has also used ethanol in their fighter jets, and indigenous technology developers such as Praj has the advanced stages of developing technology for converting sugar into isobutanol and sustainable aviation fuel and renewable biochemicals and bioplastic. With innovation technology solutions, sugar mills have great opportunity to become biorefinery, replacing fossil crude by agro crude. I am happy to mention here that an Indian technology provider, Praj, has developed a technology to convert sugarcane juice into biosyrup, which can be preserved for a long period. This will allow the diversion of excess sugar in the form of syrup to enhance 50% ethanol production capacity. This technology will provide sustainable feedstock and offer great opportunity to small-scale sugar mills, not having distilleries or having limited crushing. To become a part of India ethanol journey, the sugar mill will with its process best press mud can produce bio-CNG. Our government has launched state initiative to promote bio-CNG production and working on ensuring 100% uptake, and the use of bio-CNG as a vehicular fuel is also encouraged in India. The bio-CNG is a cheaper and less polluting substitute over diesel. I also launched the first ever agriculture tractor run on bio-CNG, and the economics allows savings of rupees 1 lakh for Indian farmers. We have huge opportunity to revive sick sugar units, particularly by providing them financial revenue through additional feedstock and biofuel products. In India, about 2,000 crore litre of diesel is consumed by diesel generator sets every year. In place of diesel, we can use ethanol in generator sets. I have carried out successful experiments, and I am using ethanol in generator sets provided by Kirloskar Technologies, which are giving an excellent efficiency at the lower price without any air pollution. I also propose that these ethanol-based generator sets can be used in the supply chain of green hydrogen compressors, which will further reduce the carbon count of the hydrogen economy. Further, there are about 6 lakh telecom mobile towers across India, and they are powered by diesel generator sets. Ethanol is an excellent and cost-effective alternative to save air pollution from these generators. I am also using ethanol as a fuel for drone for agriculture purposes such as spraying, which is an excellent indigenous and cost-effective solution for our farmers. These developments would create employment potential and to ensure overall socio-economic upliftment of the nation. The adoption of ethanol fuel would also help to control the rising inflation in the country. Friends, green hydrogen is fuel for the future and sustainable alternative to coal, oil and gas-based energy sources. Recently, I had visited the hydrogen laboratory in Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore, where they are producing hydrogen from biomass in a very economic manner. India is in an excellent position to shape itself as an energy exporter, and this can be only possible due to the potential of green hydrogen in India. Research and development in the green hydrogen sector is very critical, and my objective is that this sector should be developed in a manner that hydrogen can be produced at the level of households and can be utilized for various applications. The 70% of the cost of the green hydrogen production comes from electricity cost. Hence, surplus electricity from renewable energy sources can enhance green hydrogen production activities. The green hydrogen can best utilize India's most important neutral source resources that are abundant and such as solar and wind resources. We can also generate rooftop hydrogen from liquid waste using solar and wind energy. It would be cheaper and more convenient for domestic and community level application. Further research is also underway to capture hydrogen from ethanol, biogas and biomethane. With affordable technology for electrolyzer and hydrogen storage and dispensing mechanism, the cost of green hydrogen will soon come down below $1 per kg. The hydrogen fuel called electric vehicles do not produce any tailpipe emissions, making them a clean transport fuel. I am driving a car in Delhi called as Toyota Mirai, which runs on hydrogen. And India is focusing on hydrogen fuel cell technology, which is exclusively for heavy long distance trucks, buses, marines and aviation application. Ammonia is one of the safest hydrogen carriers and is heavily favored as a great green aviation and marine fuel. The green hydrogen will be the potential source of energy in carbon-intensive industries like steel, cement, fertilizer, mining, and industrial heating. India has a potential to become a global manufacturing hub and exporter for green hydrogen in near future. This sugar industry can also contribute in India. Recently launched hydrogen mission by producing green hydrogen, and I always say that the diversification of agriculture towards energy and power sector is need of the hour. We need to think about crop patterns. What are the surplus and shortage in the domestic market? And the supply-demand scenario in the international market. Accordingly, we need to cultivate crops and balance the farm products. India is still depending on import of almost 60% of the edible oil requirement annually. Currently, we have imported a record edible oil of rupees 1.50 lakh crores. We need to become Atmanirbhar in edible oil sector. I am sure that the deliberations over this platform will lead to growth and risk mitigation strategies, and this would help to build a more innovative and sustainable sugar and ethanol sector, as India has potential to be a torch bearer in the biofuel sector globally. With these few words, I once again thank Chini Mandi Forum for providing me this opportunity to share my views. Wishing you all the happy, healthy and prosperous new year. I am giving my best wishes to all of you, and I am with positivity and confidence. I am requesting to all of you from core of my heart that the future of ethanol economy is very bright. I will suggest you, in place of sugar, make conversion of sugar into bioethanol, because the surplus sugar is a big problem for the country and the whole world. As per the statistics is concerned, we have the ample production of the sugar. In Indian scenario, for helping to the farmer and in the interest of the economy, this is the time for the sugar mill that conversion of maximum sugarcane juice to bioethanol. And I am really happy that today the process is already started. So this is the exactly appropriate time, giving highest priority my request to owner of all sugar industry that immediately convert your sugarcane juice into ethanol. And also you can concentrate on the technology, successful technology, that conversion of sugarcane juice into sugar syrup, biosyrup, where we can store it for 6 months, 8 months, and where we can make it ethanol from that. That is really a great future for the country, and which is going to be helpful to help the sugar industry, and ultimately it is related with the future of the sugarcane farmers. I am really happy that this type of awareness and this type of innovations and research and initiative is very important. The people like Chini Mandi has already taken initiative in it, where we need more initiative and more participation and more diversification of sugar to ethanol is the need of the country, need of the economy, where we can, even the country like Sri Lanka and Bangladesh also, they are discussing with me about they need ethanol. We can export ethanol to abroad. So after considering all this huge potential of ethanol economy, it is the time for all the people to change the mindset of sugar industry. Even we can think on the line that we can give permission to make direct sugar, not for sugar mill, but the sugar mill where we can convert sugarcane into sugarcane juice and juice to sugar, biosyrup and bioethanol distillery. So this can be also an ideal plan for the future. I am really happy that this type of new changes, new research, new initiative is ultimately going to helpful for Indian economy. Today in our GDP growth, 52 to 54% contribution is from service sector, 22 to 24% from the manufacturing sector, and only 12% from agriculture and allied sector. The population belongs to agriculture is 65%. So this is my ambition, my aim, my mission, and it is a mission for all of you, that whether we can increase the agriculture growth rate from 12% to 22%. It can be only possible if we can go for bioethanol, from sugarcane juice to bioethanol. If we can increase the production of ethanol in the country. If we can make, sugar industry can make the bio-CNG from biomass and particularly from bagasse and also from the press mud. I know Mr. Thomre, he is from Marathwada. He is doing now manufacturing of bio-CNG from biomass and press mud. And he is going to establish 8 gas stations in the Marathwada region. Now in Pune also, the sugar factory has successfully established the manufacturing plant, and now they are establishing their gas station for bio-CNG. So this is the time that we can go diversify toward bio-CNG, bio-LNG, ethanol and hydrogen. Actually, for making hydrogen from the power is the most important costly affair, because the 70% of the making of green hydrogen from water, the power is the cost. But the process which I seen in Bangalore, it is really very, very remarkable, historical and revolutionary. There we can make directly, we can use biotechnology for generation of biomass, and from biomass we can make green hydrogen, and there the power need is zero. So that is to be where we can be successfully, we can do it, and we can make the rate of hydrogen 100 rupees per kilo. And it can run up to 400 to 450 kilometers for the car, and that can be really a future. So where we can use that hydrogen in chemical industry, steel industry, fertilizer industry, everywhere in place of fossil fuel and coal, the hydrogen will be the fuel for the future. By considering the futuristic technology related with green hydrogen, related with bio-CNG and bio-LNG, related with making of ammonia, using of ammonia and green hydrogen in shipping and aviation, I feel that the huge potential is there. This is the time for all of you, the people who are manufacturing ethanol, they should think on the line that how they can make green hydrogen. At the same time, how can they make the green ethanol, green hydrogen, bio-CNG and bio-LNG, which is a byproduct of the sugar mill. I am really happy that this is the new innovation and new research is going to helpful for the sector. This is the sector which is going to contribute to increase our agriculture growth rate. This is the sector which is going to create more employment potential in the country. And this is the sector which is going to create more wealth in agriculture, rural and tribal India. Also the Westland, we have got a lot of Westland is available. Even we can make the plantation of bamboo there, and the sugar mill can take the initiative in it, by which we can protect the ecology and environment. At the same time, we are getting bamboo. The per acre 200 ton of bamboo after 2 years we will get, and that can be used as a raw material of making of ethanol, making of bio-CNG, bio-LNG and making of green hydrogen. And we can make Kisan not only as Annadata but as Urja Data. I am seeing that dream that the day will come that there will be smart villages, 24-hour drinking water available. In the smart village, there will be a good employment to the young talented people of the farmer, young talented youth of the farmer, and also their income will be high. There will be good school, good colleges, good institutions, because by increasing per capita income, getting good capital investment, we can develop the rural and agriculture economy, and that is the dream of Mahatma Gandhi and the people like you who can fulfill that dream. Atmanirbhar Bharat is a dream of Prime Minister Adaraniya Modi ji, and by which making village strong, making farmers strong, making agroeconomy strong, reducing our import and getting that investment and wealth into the rural agriculture and tribal India, we will again going to establish, make it powerful, the rural agriculture India. That is exactly the meaning of Atmanirbhar Bharat. We are reducing import, we will try to increase our export, and we will increase the growth rate in the agriculture and creating more employment potential. That is exactly the dream of all of us. I am really happy that this dream is only completed with the cooperation, coordination and communication between the stakeholders like you. The Chini Mandi has given us all of us giving opportunity, and this thought process we need to increase and taking it up to the last level of the agriculture and rural sector. I am really happy that this mission is very important. I am doing my all efforts for fulfilling of this dream, and the people like you who can support all the things, then 100% this miraculous picture will be changed. I am really giving my thanks to all of you, all the people who participate in the seminar, and giving my best wishes to all sugar factories and the farmers and all the stakeholders for this new innovation, new research and new vision which they are going to adopt. Thank you very much. Namaskar.